Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, another week, another batch of new Steam releases. Quite a few new games this week, so let's get right into it. Let's hit everything relatively quickly. First up, probably the biggest release of the week is Trek to Yomi, coming from Devolver Digital and Flying Wild Hog, who you may be familiar with on their work with Shadow Warrior. Trek to Yomi is a super stylish black and white action-adventure game. Looks like it has a narrative focus where you play as a young swordsman trying to avenge his people, protect his town. You guys get the idea. Game itself, again, seems to be getting the most amount of attention based on its art style. I know it's something that's probably not for everyone. However, the game is $18, so it's priced pretty well, and it's going to be on Xbox Game Pass, so if you have Game Pass, you can just play it that way, but the full release will be out on May 5th. Next up, here's a game that kind of just came to my attention pretty recently, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up day one, which is tomorrow, but that is Loot River, a game that definitely looks right up my alley, being a roguelike with an old school art style. Explore procedurally generated labyrinths in a dungeon crawling action roguelike that combines tense real-time combat with spatial block shifting slide blocks of ancient ruins, fight bestial abominations, loot, explore, level up, strategize, cast powerful spells, die, and wake up anew. Pretty much a hardcore roguelike, but I really like the dark fantasy look that the game is going on, and if you are a fan of throwback art styles, you know, Super Nintendo era type visuals, Loot River will definitely be up your alley. The game will be out on May 3rd. So you can check it out. Then I can't find a price point for the game, so hopefully it's priced accordingly. Like $14.99 and $19.99 would be great, but we'll see how that turns out. Next up, another game that's been getting some buzz, and another one that could be seen as a bit of a throwback, Wildcat Gun Machine. Really like the visual style in this game as well. Super colorful, bit of a cartoony look going on for it as well. Wildcat Gun Machine is a bullet-hell dungeon crawler where you take on hordes of disgusting flesh beasts with a wide variety of guns, giant mech robots, and cute kittens. Now, the game's definitely a bit over the top, but as a twin-stick shooter and a bullet-hell title, if you're a fan of games like that, that's going to be something you're going to enjoy. The game notes over 40 gun types, epic set-piece boss battles, skill upgrades to suit your playstyle, unique 2D art style, monster closet, combat puzzles, and handcrafted, consistent experience. Wildcat Gun Machine is scheduled for a release on May 4th, coming from Daedalic as well. They've been publishing some good stuff, so hopefully this is another one to add to their repertoire. Next up, we have Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate, Daemonhunters. Look, I'm not a big Warhammer guy, so this is something that's not really for me, but it's a turn-based strategy game. Lead humanity's greatest weapon, the Grey Knights, in this fast-paced, turn-based tactical RPG. Root out and purge a galaxy-spanning plague in a cinematic, story-driven campaign using the tactics and talents of your own personalized squad. You know, if you're a fan of tactics-based games, probably something to be on the lookout for. Look, you know, if you're a fan of Warhammer 40k and the lore and the IP, so you know, take it for what you will. It'll be out May 5th. Next up, if you're a fan of horror games, Cold House looks like a pretty interesting game. Knows to be a psychological horror game. The protagonist gets into a car accident and is forced to take shelter from the cold in an abandoned house, waiting for warmer temperatures, where it will soon turn out that he is not alone at all. Not a lot of information around this game, but definitely a game that seems to embody that element of horror. The game notes you have to survive in extreme cold conditions, solve puzzles, and unravel the mystery of the cold house. The action takes place in Yakutia, where in winter the air temperature drops below minus 50 degrees Celsius. This one is scheduled for release on May 3rd. Next up, we have Citizen Sleeper, another game that's probably not up my alley, but if you're a fan of tabletop RPGs, something to be on the lookout for. Cyberpunk setting, role-playing in the ruins of interplanetary capitalism, live the life of an escaped worker washed up on a lawless station at the edge of an interstellar society inspired by the flexibility and freedom of tabletop RPGs. Explore the station, choose your friends, escape your past, and change your future. Looks like there's a lot of decision-making. And definitely, if nothing else for me, I definitely like the character designs, the sleek art style. I think those elements look really good. It's just, games like this haven't always been up my alley, but it is a game I've added to my wish list, so depending on the price point, it might be something I check out at a discount. Definitely not going to be a day one pickup for me, but nonetheless, for a lot of people, it's probably something that'll be more so up your alley. This one is dropping May 5th. And lastly, we have Oaken, a turn-based tactical roguelike set in the spirit-inhabited world. Explore the Great Oak gather allies and trinkets, learn to use the positioning of your to your advantage, choose how to upgrade your cards, wake the spirits, and save the oak. So, part roguelike, card battler, a lot of games like this these days. There is a demo available right now. But yeah, the game will be hitting early access come May the 3rd, so there are some things that you should be aware of. The game's going to be in early access for 5 to 7 months, and there is, of course, going to be more content in the entire game. At the moment of launching the early access, the game is intended to be a fully playable beta, 1 hero, 3 chapters, plus an epilogue, 4 guides with no blockers or major bugs. A discount of minus 15% will be applied during early access. As for the price itself, we're still discussing this with the publisher, so the price is probably gonna, fluctuate a little bit after its official release. But that is gonna do it for me. Again, pretty notable week of game releases as far as some lower key games. Trek to Yomi, I definitely see some interest in that. Loot River, man, I think that game looks really cool. Like the darker setting to it, the old school throwback art style is something I'm always going to be a sucker for, and yeah, that game looks really good, so that's something I'm excited for. Wildcat Gun Machine's been on my radar for quite a while. Trek to Yomi, by the way, being on Game Pass is going to make it super accessible for a lot of people, so some notable stuff this week, but that's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.